This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So Java applets. So can you all tell me, what?
This conference will now be recorded.
Yes. All right. So what are the different applications you can make by using with the help of Java? Can you tell me like what are the different applications we can create? Regular Java applications is one option, and the other option is you can create the web applications also by using Java applets. So there is a difference between our regular applications. That means our standalone applications. There are two types of applications I would like to discuss now. The first applications are standalone applications. So what do you mean by standalone applications? Any idea? A quick confirmation in the chat box. What do you mean by standalone applications? Like Notepad, very good. Yeah, very good. Standalone applications in the sense the applications which resides only inside one computer, only in one computer. That means if you have installed in this one computer, that application will reside in that particular computer only. It will not be available in other computer. In the other computer you have installed, you can install. 5F9. So please mute yourself. Okay. So right. So standard applications is the one that is executed independently. Very good. Yeah, very good. Like Notepad, very good. Any other, like you have so many applications. You see MS Word. MS Word is any standalone applications. You can install wherever you require. So what about the other type of application is? Other type of applications are your web applications. What are the web applications? Web applications are Facebook, Amazon. You see, even though you have not installed Facebook in your computer, you can watch Facebook through web browsers. You see, it's not compulsory that you have to install the Amazon app. Yes or no? Please respond. You can browse in the Internet Explorer also. You see, Amazon website. If you can view in the app as well as you can also view inside the browser. That means in the Google Chrome or UC browser, you can open any browser and you can view it. So if you are having you see, can you able to do MS Word like that? Can you able to do MS Word like that? You see, if you have not installed Microsoft Word in your computer, you can't do it. It's not possible. So that means there are two different types of applications are there. One type of application is standalone applications. Wherever you have installed that application, there only you can work, and in that that is only possible. However, the other applications like web application, that is another applications. Even though you have not installed, you can use it through web browsers. So in Java language, Java is usually for creating both the applications. You can, with the help of Java, you can create standalone applications as well as web applications. I think you are now clear with the difference between standalone applications as well as web applications. Are you clear? First difference. Very good, very good. Please just respond so that I'll understand. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. So let us see what we can do with the Java. You see here, so Java is a very powerful object-oriented programming language. You can create Java applications in two ways. So by writing an application in Java, solving application, like how will you execute it? This slide is all about how to execute and all. So saving the application with the Java file extension, I think this is all we know. But I would like to revise once again. And few people are asking still how to execute Java. Few people are putting me in WhatsApp, asking some questions are how to execute Java. I don't know what is the reason. So please see that here. So Java is a very powerful object-oriented language. With the help of Java, you can create an application. Here, application in the sense standalone applications. You can save by using with the help of .java extension, and you can compile by using which command? Quick response, which command how will you compile Java applications? Yeah, with the help of Java C command you can compile it. Very good. With the help of Java C command you can compile it, and if you have compiled it, you are going to generate an intermediate code called bytecode. Can you able to see my mouse? Yes. Can you able to see my mouse? Like I'm just moving here and there. Can you able to see? Uh, that is what I want to keep confirmation. Yeah. So I just kept my mouse in bytecode, right? Right. Yes. Now I think now it is clear, right? Now see, if you have compiled after the compilation, you will get the bytecode, and this bytecode, which is having an extension called .class file extension. And how will you execute? With the help of Java command, and to interpret it, and you are going to execute the .class file. How will you execute? Java space file name. That's what you have to give, or file name or class name you have to give. No, Java is a language, language of choice for internet and network communications. You see, with the help of Java, you can create the internet applications also. Can you give me some of the examples for internet applications? Internet applications. These internet applications are nothing but, oh yes, quick confirmation. What are the internet applications? The internet applications are, yeah, online forms, shopping carts, word process, how will come? Yeah, spreadsheets, video and photo editing. Okay, those applications which are, using internet simply. Internet applications which depends on internet. Very good. So very good. Which depends on internet. So what I meant to say is, with the help of Java, you can also create. Java is the best choice for internet and network communications also. See here, network communications in the sense, some apps are there which purely based upon the Java for communication. It's like for chatting. You can create one chatting app. It's like your WhatsApp, but WhatsApp is not created with the help of Java language. What I want to say is, you can create, network communications. Network communications in the sense here, it's high level only, I understand. Network communication in the sense you can create a chart kind of applications. You can share a files, you can retrieve a files, such kind of applications you can create. So Java is the best language which you can create such kind of applications. So Java programs are divided into two main categories, as I discussed already. One is applets and applications. Here applets are nothing but which uses the internet. You see here, which runs in the web browser. So Java, you see, applets are runs inside the web browser. So Java applets are mainly making use of websites. So inside the websites, we will run the applets, and highly graphical user interface is available in applets. With the help of Java applets, you can create the graphical user interface and bring more interactivity and visual effects to your website. You see, why applets are used is in the initial days is why applets are used is, so you have created your website. In that, if you want to make any interactive sessions, so interactive sessions, how many of you know Disha? So Disha is one, Disha app is there, or otherwise, in IRCTC one chat box is there. Yeah, chat box is there. You can, yeah, in the chat box, you can embed in the website. You can embed inside the website. It's something like you have created your website. You may keep your one portion of the website as chat box. So you can do such kind of applications with the help of applets. With the help of applets, you can do such kind of applications. You can see here that overall world is running with the help of Java. Most of the applications, there are 300 million applications are using the Java, as I discussed. So what is the difference between a regular application and an applet? So a regular application is an ordinary Java program. It's a standard program that executes with the help of main method. As I discussed in the class, regular methods are having main method, whereas applets are having a special method called paint method. Hope you have remembered it. A small program, applet is a small program or a utility with a limited features will be there, and it requires a minimal resources also. So you see, an application is something, a huge applications, but an applet is something a limited, a small program. So usually designed to run within a large program. As I discussed, if you have a large website, so you have a big website. In that website, you want to create a small portion as an interactive portion. You see, in the right now, almost in every website, there are some chat boxes are coming. You know, how can we help? Like that, some something is coming. Have you ever seen it? If you open any website, no, most of the websites are having small chat windows. Even if you open IRCTC, you will get some kind of chat box will be there. Then you can chat with the mission. So these kind of applications they are creating with the help of applets in the initial days, not now. Yeah, it's something like support and feedback queries. Yeah, it will be helpful for that only. You can use about the website. You can interact with that. It's something like a chat box, right? So these applets are usually designed to run within the large program. So as I said, like you have created an IRCT website. You think like it. You have created an IRCT website, and there is something. I'll just show you so that you will understand. Yeah, if I open IRCTC website, you can see here. So whenever I open IRCTC, you see here, you can able to see, no? Few minutes, it will open. So that it will be a live demonstration kind of thing. I would like to tell like that. Yeah, you can see here, need any help, ask Disha. You see, have you seen here? I think everyone, please respond. You can see that. You see, if you, whenever you open, IRCTC website, yeah, you can find it here. Need any help? Ask Disha. You see, a small portion came out. Right? You can see that it's not that it's not that complete website we have opened, and you can ask few questions. You see, you can interact with the Disha also. Hope you could able to understand what is this particular main intention of applet is. It's not that IRCTC is created an applet. It's something else. It's a chat box here, but it's something like this. What I would like to say is, applet is something like a small portion of a small program which is embedded in a large program. Here, IRCTC website is a large program. IRCTC website is a large program, and this particular small portion is there. Ask Disha. This small chat box is there. No? This is small app. Right? You have understood, right? Let's quickly go ahead. In our PPT, you see a small program usually designed to run within a large program. So a Java program that is called within another application. You see, inside the other IRCTC, I opened this Disha. So something like that. So a kind of Java program that can run across the internet. So with this Java program, you can run anywhere. So a program that can be written in Java programming language, applets. Applets are nothing but a program written in the Java programming typically comes with an HTML document and executed when the document is viewed. You see, this statement meaning typically this Java program comes along with the HTML program, HTML document, and executed when the document is viewed. You see here, I would like to discuss here. You see, when Disha came into the existence, whenever I open IRCTC website, then only I could able to see the Disha program is running. This Disha chat box came into the existence. You see, that is what my intention is. So this applet comes with the HTML document and executed when the document is viewed. So you can also view. It's not that compulsory. Always you can view the applets inside the browser only. You can view the applets by using applet viewer tool. You see, applet viewer is a tool to see the output of an applet. Yes, please understand. You can view the applets by using web browser, or otherwise by using applet viewer you can view the applets. So a small questions are there. So HTML is hypertext markup language, a markup language coding system used to structure a document, embedded set of labels or tags within the text. HTML, a brief introduction about the HTML I would like to discuss, because inside the HTML you can place the applets. So what is something here is a markup language. You see, HTML is a markup language. With the help of this HTML only, you can create the websites. If you want to create any HTML, if you want to create any website, it is compulsory that you have to learn the HTML language. It is a markup language. Something like markup in the sense it's a markup. I usually call it as a markup language. You see, with the help of markup language, you can beautify your text. You can beautify your text. That is what markup in the sense, beautification of the text. You see, most of the websites are having a lot of content and they are not good. You can make website more beautiful by using HTML tags. What is a tag is, see, HTML uses the creative web pages for the internet. So HTML contains many commands. Here commands are nothing but tags. So which allows the programmer to format the text on a web page and import graphics. That means you can import the images, you can import the applets, you can link to another web page, something like that. So a web page linked to other web page is called hyperlink. You see, hyperlink in the sense, you can see here, I would like to show you, in live. So this is called hyperlink. You can see here, this blue color one is there, no? Can you able to see this one? Yeah, this blue color IRCTC website. So this one is a link. This one is a link, hyperlink. In a HTML language, this is called hyperlink. So hyperlink is used for moving from one page to another page. How to create an applet in, sorry, it is Java. To create an applet in Java program, you have to write an applet code and then save it with the .java file extension, and just like regular Java application, and compile the applet into bytecode using JavaC command, just like other apps. And from here onwards, after generating the bytecode, that means .class file, and the execution varies here. So you need to write an HTML document that includes a statement to call your compile Java class. You see, please understand here. In order to run the applets, one thing is very clear: applets are nothing but a small program which runs in web browser. You can simply say like that. Applet is something like a small program which runs in the web browser. So how will you write the applet program? Yes, it's something like a regular programmer. You need to open a notepad and you need to write the code, and you need to save with the help of .java extension. After that, you need to compile as regular Java C space. Suppose, for example, if it is the first applet .java, and you can compile like that. And how will you execute? There is a difference. You see here, you can see the output of an applet in two ways. First way is you can embed your applet inside the browser. You can, for this you have to write a small HTML code, and inside it you have to embed your applet. That is the one way. Embed in the sense you have to insert. And the second method is with the help of applet viewer tool. With the help of applet viewer tool, you can view the output of an applet. You see, in order to see the output, have you understood what I said now? To see the output. Yeah, sir, can we use a browser to test the applet? Yes, exactly. Yes, you can use. You see, please understand. In order to view the output of an applet, two ways are there. One thing is, as we discussed in our regular classwork, what we discussed with the help of applet viewer. So after compilation, applet viewer space your file name .java you have to give. But here in this class, I would like to discuss about the other alternative way. how will you do is, you need to create one HTML file which should include the the java.class file. I will show you, don't worry, how to execute it and all. I will show you it, so that it will be something new for you. It's not that regular whatever class we already completed. I'm not discussing now. Something new I would like to discuss. See here, write an HTML document that includes a statement to call your compiled.java class file. So to load HTML document into web browser, you use either Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, MS Internet, that means Microsoft Internet Explorer, or you can open it any HTML document using, yes. And the other way is you can use the applet viewer, right? So HTML is made up of collection of simple commands that can be inserted into a text file. So this can convert your text file into a document meant to be viewed on web browser. So whatever you have written in the HTML document, you can view in the web browser. So some commands allows to insert the pictures, some commands allows you to provide the hyperlinks. So there are other editing commands that specify main headings, subheadings, paragraphs that you are going to learn in the third year. There is a, sorry, in the fourth year you are going to learn. Web technology subject is there. So much of the HTML is simply, simple language for formatting the text. So it is like very simple programming language. We have learned this HTML in 7th class. Yeah, HTML is not a part of Java language, that you need to understand. Only thing why we are learning HTML now is, in order to insert our Java applets in the browser, you need a HTML code. Yeah, you can, I will show you how to write this. So the tag that belongs to every HTML document is HTML. So the HTML within the tag is, there are few tags will be there. Head and body tags will be there. We don't require it right now. So the HTML within the tag is an HTML keyword that specifies it's an HTML document. You see, what is a tag means? Any string which is enclosed between less than and greater than symbols. Any string which is enclosed between less than and greater than statement, you need to call it as a tag. For this is an opening tag and this is a closing tag. For every in HTML, for most of the tags, opening tag will be there as well as closing tag will be there, and few tags doesn't have the closing tags. Those are break and all. You see, a simple HTML document that does nothing to process here. And now this is called root HTML, and we have HTML. So begins with the HTML document, ends with the HTML document. This is similar to writing a Java method with an opening curly bracket followed immediately a closing curly bracket. So this is opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. You need to think like that. So another pair of HTML tags that is used for running the applets is object tag. You have to use the object tag. You see, first tag what you have learned is HTML tag. Next, within this, in HTML, whatever tags you want to use, you have to use within this HTML tag only. So another tag we are going to learn now is object tag. With the help of object tag, you can insert your applets inside the program, in the HTML program. So usually there are 3 arguments are placed. Arguments are nothing but extra things that we will discuss now. Don't worry, after next slide I will discuss. So there are 3 things we need to pass. Arguments are something like parameters. You see, whenever you have the methods, sometimes you need to pass there are default arguments. Some methods are having without arguments, and some methods we need to, for some methods we need to pass the arguments. That is something like that. So we need to pass 3 arguments. One is code. The code is nothing but the name of the applet, the compiled applet, whatever you want to load, and height of the applet as well as width of the applet you need to pass. So let me give you a code for this. So something, an additional information here is given. So pixels are the picture elements and tiny dots that light up an image on the video monitor. So what is a pixel? A tiny dot on an image. A width of 200 pixels, height of 300 pixels. For example, it will cover 1/4 of the eye screen for a monitor that displays 800 pixels horizontally and 600 pixels vertically. This is for something in informative session. Okay, now see here. This is the object code. This is a object command. How will you execute it? So object tag, code parameter, and whatever class you want to create, dot class, and then width of the applet and height of the applet you need to provide. First parameter is name of the applet, second parameter is width of the applet, and third parameter is height of the applet. So instead of object, you can use applet also. Have you remembered this one? We have already used it. A quick confirmation in the chat box. We have already used this applet tag. Don't worry, we will discuss the HTML once again. You see, this is this applet command we have already used. There we have commented it. I think you guys can able to recollect it. Before the applet program in the notepad, we have written this in the comments. Yeah, but nowadays the people are using object instead of applet. You can use applet, no problem. In the applet also we have the 3 parameters, that is a code, height and width. In the object also we will use the same 3 parameters, but WWW consortium is recommends to use object rather than the applet. It's consortium here in this a group of people, that is we have the people who support the internet, that is called the WWW consortium. So they suggested to use not to use applet, use the object tag. So this is this object tag you can use the with the help of object tag you can also embed the music files also. You see a small code we have written here. HTML is a root tag, applet code, the name of the class name, the applet name dot class, followed by width and height and close. This applet will be 400 pixels wide and 200 pixels tall, right? And an example dot class file resides in the same folder as HTML files, and there is no need of setting the path in the object argument. There are 2 ways to run the applet. Using the web browser, you can open the associate HTML file, and using the applet viewer, there are 2 things you can open. One thing is you need to double click on the HTML file what we have created, or otherwise you can use the applet viewer. How to run an applet using the web browser? Select the file menu and click on open. So on open dialog box, type the complete path of the HTML document that you have created, or you may double click on the button so that it will be opened. Press enter key, the applet appears on the web browser. You see, I will share this PPTs, don't worry. And how will you open this applets is, I will show you the applet what we have created with the help of this one. Yeah. You can see here. This is the first applet we have created with the help of first.java. The first object applet we have created. So applet which extends graphics. You see here, hope you are recollecting with the help of paint method, and we need to draw one string. In order to draw something on the screen, we have to use drawString method, and then the string whatever you want to draw and where you want to draw x and y coordinates. And then how will you write the HTML code? You need to write like this HTML code, and you need to save with the help of HTML file. I saved all these files on the desktop. I saved all these files on the desktop, and you can do here. You can see this is a my applet. This is a my applet I have used. Yeah, when you double click on it, you can view it, or otherwise you can open with any browser. I'm just running the applet. You can see here I got the welcome. Have you seen the output? A quick confirmation in the chat box. I just demonstrated in the live. How will you do that? Yeah, thank you. You see here, what I have done is, instead of running in our regular method in our labs, how we have done in the labs? With the help of applet viewer, we have run. Very good. But now what we have done here is, with the help of browser, we have done. Please see that. So we have understood it. There are two possibilities are there. One thing is I have created this. You see, I have created this dot. I know. First thing is you need to write your regular applet code, or otherwise once again you see I am just writing welcome to online class. I just saving it, and you need to run this file. How to run this one? CMD. I'm just opening the command prompt, and where is my file? My file is there in the desktop. I need to go there, desktop, and how will you run? Java C space. What is the command I have to give? What is the file name? What is the file name I kept? Have you remembered it? You see here, the file name is. My intention is to tell something new, teach something new, so that you are putting your own efforts to listen the classes. Yeah, you see, yes. The first Java is the name. So here what we have to do is, yeah, so I have to run the file first.java. I'm just compiling it. What is our regular method? Applet viewer space. What is our regular method? What is the syntax for that one? Due to some problem. Yeah. So can you tell me what is the problem? I am not getting the applet. Yes, that is correct. Applet viewer space first.java. That is correct. Why I am not getting the output? I want a small confirmation from your side. What is the problem in my code? Compilation. I've done compilation. No? Yeah, I've done compilation. What is that I missed here? Yeah, I just compiled like that only. First.java. You can see Java is space first.java. I have compiled, and what is that command? Yeah, applet viewer first.java. No, you see here now I'm giving. Okay, you see applet viewer space first.java. I'm giving it, but still I'm not good. Yeah, very good. Some people has told me, Irene, very good. It is you haven't kept the applet, yes, HTML code, correct. So you need to put here something like in comments we have to write. What is that we have to write? What is that you have to write? The statement which is available here you have to write. I need to comment it, right? So if you've done this, then you will get it. You see here, once again I'm compiling it.
Applet close చేయాలి sir.
Very good, very good, very good. And that applet code, no, applet I have not closed it. Now it is clear. Let us. I think now it is clear. We are getting the applet. Can you able to see now? I think now it is clear. You could able to see. Welcome to online class. This is our regular practice. We have done our Java code. Is it clear? Running the applet code. It is our regular method. And how will you do in the second way? The second way is we just need to create one. This part is not required. Even if it is there, also no problem. If you have not written this, also no problem. This is not required in second method. In the second method, we need to create an extra file called myapplet.html file. There you need to include the first dot class. And how to run this? You need to compile first.java. The second is double click on it. That's all. When you double click on it, you could able to see it. Sometimes Google Chrome will not support, and what we have to do is we have to use, either way is correct, but sometimes Google Chrome is not supporting. What we have to do is open with, you have to use. So open with Firefox. If you've done it, you will get it. And this is second way you will execute your programs. Let us go ahead with the, if you have any doubts, please quickly ask me. The second method, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Yeah, so you can use the applet viewers in the command line, followed by, you can even write the, full HTML file. This applet viewer will support both. You can even write the applet viewer space first.html. You can also write like that if you have created the HTML file. So the applet viewer is mainly used for testing. So the main intention of the creating applets is running inside the web browser. The main intention of creating the applets is running inside the web browser. But our regular practicing for testing the applets, we will use the applet viewer. So the applet viewer is in effect, and a web browser that recognizes only the tags associated with the execution of an applet. All HTML tags as well as text are ignored. So this is, we discussed already how to use it, and we will use extends keyword for creating an applets, and we are going to import the applet header file also. Yeah, this is what something new I would like to discuss here again. So import statements such as java x.swing and java.aw.event are used to access the classes within an application. You see, I would like to discuss about the JApplets, not our regular applets. As we know already, applets are okay. Once I can explain the second method. So what is the second method here is, what is the second method? Yeah, second method of execution, right? You mean to second method of execution. What we need to do is you need to write your Java program in one notepad and save it as first.java and then compile it. That is what one portion. For running, what we have to do is you need to create one HTML file that should include, like this. You see, yeah, you need to write one HTML code which should have this one. The HTML applet code, this small portion of code should be there in that particular second file. In the first file, we have written our regular Java program. In the second file, we need to write the, HTML coding. Now, after that, and the first file you need to compile .java file. The second file, what we need to do is you simply double click on it. When you double click on an HTML file, it will open in the web browser, and you could be able to see your applet. After that, you try it, then you will get it. Now it is clear, right? So something I would like to discuss here is JApplet. So as we know already, applets are, how to import applets. Import space, have you right? Import space, Java dot applet dot start. This is how we are going to import. Import dot Java dot applet dot start. That is our regular applets. So I would like to discuss here about JApplet, something new which is, we want. It's not that compulsory you have to learn, but what the people are using is JApplets. Why the people are using JApplets is JApplets are having more look and feel. Our regular applets may not have that much of look and feel. So that is what the main difference between nowadays the people are mostly concentrating on applets. Look and feel. Now the people are mostly concentrating on the look and feel. If that GUI is not good, the people are not going to use that particular app. Is that clear? If the GUI is not good, we are not going to use it. So if you have used the regular applets, GUI is not that much of good. But if you use JApplets instead of regular applets, then GUI is more beautiful. That is what the main advantage of the JApplets. It's almost similar like applets. There is no difference. Only difference will exist is look and feel. Right, that is correct. Now see, in order to execute this one, JApplet is a swing equivalent AWT applet. AWT applet is what our regular applet, and JApplet is swing applet. It's something like JApp swings concept. So JApplet is simply extension of a Java applet, and applet when used creating a swing program designed to be used in web browser. It's something like our regular applet only. So we are going to use almost JApplet, and these components we are going to use. Yeah, this is what major important diagram you need to understand. You see here, for everyone root tag is object, and we have the component, and then we have a container, and then we have a panel. After that we have applet, and then the new concept came is Java X dot. Here X in the sense, can someone tell me what is X here? What is X here? For everything in the previous hierarchy, there is no X. For now X came. Here X is nothing but extension of Java. It is added later. It is added later. It is not inbuilt part of Java. Now after Java 1.5, they have added this feature. So Java X dot swing. Again, JApplet they have included. So for importing this one, we need to import Java X dot swing dot star. It's something like Java dot applet dot star we have to use. And then if you want to use any components, you need to use import space Java dot AWT dot star. And if you want to create any events, you need to import import Java dot AWT dot event dot star. Here it is mistaken. You need to correct it. Import space java.awt.event.star. So how to create a simple JApplet? So public class which extends JApplet you have to write. Public class which extends JApplet. So I will just show you, don't worry. And we have to use, yeah, you can see here, public class allow applet which extends JApplet. But what we have written on regular applets, public class hello applet extends applet. But now something we need to add J only. So we have the there are 5 methods are there that we are going to discuss in quickly, and we are having public init method. So there is a container, and this method helps you to get the space, empty space, and we have the content dot set layout. Set layout is, there are 5 layouts we have. You know, the layouts are flow layout, grid back layout, grid layout. These are the layouts we have. And JLabel, if you want to keep any, you know, labels, you can create with the help of JLabel. So JLabel, and you can add that label with, to the content pane. In order, first we need to create one container. That is something like a, you know, an empty space. On that we need to set the layout. It's something like a complete ground. We need to, you know, in order to come, you know, what the construction people will do, they will first identify the ground, and then they will clean the ground, and they will divide into a number of plots, and they are going to build the buildings. This is something like container is something like that. We need to identify the, you know, we need to clean the ground, and then we need to, you know, we need to set the layout, and after that we need to use one, you know, kind of components labels, and then you need to add that label to ground. That is what we discussed here. Is that clear, this code? Please see that container is something like a ground. You need to think like that. After that, what we have done, they cleaned the ground, and then layout they have to make. Layouts are nothing but, you know, plot number 41, plot number 50. You can imagine like that, no? That is something like that. Flow layout. Flow layout is top to left, top to bottom, and left to right. We need to fill the components, and we are using here a JLabel component, and we are inserting, we are adding it to the content pane. This is something how it looks like. Hello world. Yeah, you can set the title also by using title command. You can set the, with the help of set title method, you can set the title of a command. So title of an applet. You see there are 4 methods. After this I will stop. So first one is init method, and then start method, stop method, and desktop method. This is the life cycle of an applet. This is the life cycle of an applet. What the init method will do, it's like something like initialization, and then start, stop, and destroy. You can see one diagram is there. I will show you. Where I kept one diagram. Yeah, you see the, yeah, you can see here this diagram. So life cycle and applet. So every applet has, you know, same life cycle. That is what init, and then it will go to the start, and then if you are using the stop method, you can stop, or you can destroy the applet. Destroy means once you close it, the applet will be destroyed. So once the user leaves the applet page, stop method will execute. Once the user is enter again, the start method. You can see from the tag to tag we will do, no? We can shift tab to tab. Then start and stop will take place. So with this, now I'm closing the session. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Then I will again repeat the class on the second